Okay. We'll spectate from Alex's point of view, especially with a crazy turn like this. Turn one like this, so... Five lights out. Lap data, I don't really need that. I guess we can do telemetry. And here we go. What about Plumpy's really far down? Plumpy might have just had a better start than Sarkles. Yes, he did. I swear it's that controller. Either way, way better start trying to pull a Max Verstappen. Goes down the inside. Maybe somebody might pull through. No, it looks like Sarkles might have the better line, though. We have a lot of glitch. Who is actually in front of who? It's going to take a second because and it just my Wi-Fi. Send me my invite. Okay, I will. Stay for us. Bear with me. It's going to be really glitchy. Just bear with me here for a second. Other way. In P2. Alex trying to dive down the inside, trying to take position. Can he do it? He might actually switch back. Plumpy using ERS. Not a lot, though. But you can tell Alex is wanting this position and wanting it really bad. As he dive bombs Plumpy in the Mercedes, gets the position. Plumpy does not have the traction to switch back, but he might have the track. Who doesn't? There's no dry line. It is some heavy rain here today as Rez is trying to challenge Rockstar. It's the beginning of the race, though, and the race is not won on lap 1. He moves down quite a bit of positions. Burt moves up. It's going to be a fight between Red Bull and Ferrari. That's right when I say that. Burt dive bombs the Ferrari into the Red Bull, and Damien has to sell back for another position. It's not a good start for Mercedes already. If Alex can just fight the guys behind, as long as there's no safety car, it is going to be a home run for Sarkles. There's no dry line, though. Sarkles is creating it all by himself with the line that he has practiced as Alex is in P2. Plumpy right there, and Rockstar right behind. Rockstar remembers Mexico, remembers chasing down Plumpy with the wrong tires. He has the same tires as Plumpy this time. So anything is possible. And it looks like Sarkles has the fastest lap at 53.9. It's kind of a given. I mean, really, he's the only guy that's really possibly send a lap. As everybody's damn near within DRS of each other, even though there's no DRS technically. As Burt's trying to dive on making as many positions as possible. This is why he's such a great driver, but at the same time, a risky driver to have on your roster, as he could get into quite a bit of accidents. Either way, up to P6, it's looking like Red Bull are going to do absolutely amazing, but Mercedes is going to top the charts here if they finish the way they are right now. Oh, my Wi-Fi is back to excellent. Thank God. Purple Sector 1 for Sarkles. He's already fast, he's already flying, he's already consistent, and he's already up there. Rockstar is really struggling to stay with Plumpy. He's almost out of that 1 second mark. If he's out of that 1 second mark, he's pretty much out of that slipstream. He's gonna be challenged by the drivers behind. I don't know how many people practice in the rain, but it's gonna be quite interesting. If Mercedes finish like this, guys, that's gonna be a lot of points. Can Burt try to make something happen? I always know when to spectate Burt because he's always going to dive bomb. Rez is just as aggressive as Burt. They were teammates last season out. Now they're battling for position. Everyone's glitching for me, though, because my Wi-Fi is really horrible. As it looks like Burt is going to take that position. And now Rez loses a position, and Burt gains another one. I said Burt was struggling, and I think he was struggling with 1 lap pace. As they collide, it looked like. I can't tell because it's glitching. I don't even know, bro, because it's glitching really bad. I think they collided. Either way, Burt lost the position. Down to P6 he goes. Looks like Alex is already 2.5 seconds back, but Sarkles is flying ahead. Like I said, no safety car. This man, this driver, this team will take this win. It's starting to be a dry line, kind of, but it's still pretty bad as Rockstar somehow caught back up. I think it's because Rez and everybody else is finding he's no longer under pressure. It's all about who can keep the most consistent laps here in Coda. Damien needs to lock in. Damien is a fast driver. He knows what he can do. He's done it at Ferrari once. He was second in the Drivers' Championship until he took a break from ERS. He could do it here again. He's P8 currently, but he has a long race ahead of him. 25 laps remain. Anything is possible. See, is there anybody going on down here? What about MC? Already up to P12. He started at P18. Quite a comeback already from the Alpine driver. There's a lot of ERS as well. Everyone's glitching and teleporting for me, guys. It is so bad. You can see a dry line. There's clearly a dry line on the track now. What about Plumpy on Alex? He is close enough. He has the, no, he's not close enough. Never mind. He has the ERS, but he's definitely not close enough. Rockstar sitting back, kind of relaxing, doing his own thing. As Burt tries to dive bomb Rez. Dive bomb Snuck Me Bane. These drivers are going at it. They're one of the two, probably you can argue, the two most aggressive drivers. And they're going to challenge each other for each position. Every point. Purple sector 1 position. Because of it, they're slowing each other down. Rez tries to take the, but he just really doesn't have it as he's off the racing line. The moment we go off the racing line, these tires go straight into the wet. You no longer have the grip that you need to make an overtake. Holy glitch, guys. Like, at least I can commentate, but it's glitchy. Damien tried to make a position on Don Paulo. Can't quite make it happen. Still in P8. Really struggling. 3.2 seconds. 3.3 seconds is the time on Alex and Sarkles. It is absolute dominance here today. Already within 4 laps, we might win by 20 seconds if it continues the way it is. Plumpy, it looks like he tapped the back of Alex, but I don't think he actually did, though, because he has no damage. I think it was just me glitching. As King Plumpy's in P2 right on the back of Alex. Dirty air is a thing, though, so it's going to be hard for him to stick right on the back of him through these couple corners. Rockstar's trying to catch, but not quite doing so. Burt is behind. It could be a 1-2 Mercedes, a 3-4 Red Bull. Ferrari can be absolutely forgotten about as Damien is down in P10. What is going on with Damien struggling here in the rain? I mean, everyone knows Damien is not the driver to race in the rain. He struggles in the rain. He almost retires from every session in the rain. But he needs to lock in as points are vital for the championship. Plumpy, now right on the back of Alex. He needs to make an overtake here, though, because Sarkles will want to run away with this if he doesn't fancy an overtake here soon. I mean, if he doesn't really necessarily have to go off to win, but I mean, it'd be something you definitely want to do. They ghost inside each other because my wife is glitching, bro. I have no idea what's going on half the time. I don't know when people make contact or not. But it looks like Plumpy settled back for P3. And this is a horrible camera angle. Burt's right behind. Burt is a driver that will dive bomb you, though. He might try to dive bomb you into this corner. Yes, he will. He dive bombs the Ferrari. Does not care about leaving room. He wants the position. Yeah, he does not have the better traction, that's for sure. The Ferrari does, as he still settles back for P5. If he does this, he's actually going to be wasting time. Like, hey, wasting time, but you get a good position out of it. As Burt just slips off the track completely, but I guess not because it's glitching. He doesn't actually do it. See, this is the problem, bro. It's glitching so bad I can't tell what's going on. It is, everybody is back to back to back here today. I can guarantee it. Burt's going to probably, not guarantee it, but probably going to dive bomb this corner. I think Rockstar knows this. Burt takes the outside line, goes really wide. And keeps the position. No, he doesn't. They're tapping tires. No idea what's going on. Everyone's glitching. Everyone's teleporting. But it looks like Burt gets past Rockstar somehow. Burt up to P4. From P10 to P4. What a race done by the Red Bull driver. But either way, Sarkles, what a race. Another purple sector. Every sector he goes in is another purple sector added to his list. As he's just extending that lead far out in front. Pump Mill's broken a second. Burt right there. Rockstar in P5. Here's the thing. Burt was definitely driver 1 at Red Bull when Rez was there. Plumpy is their champion. And Plumpy moves out of the way for Burt. I think he realizes Burt is faster. Team orders might have been given there. Burt is flying. Burt has a chance to compete for this win. He's proven already with whatever setup he's running, whatever the hell's going on, that he is fast, he is flying, and he is going at it. As he's already up to P3. I mean, at this point, it's like he's playing on 40 AI level in career mode, bro. We're talking about Sarkles is fast, but what's going to happen when Burt catches Alex, passes Alex? Did it challenge Sarkles for the win? This might be that race for Burt. As now Rockstar has been unleashed onto Plumpy. Plumpy now has to stay with these drivers. Sarkles has another fastest lap. Don Paulo right behind. Snuck Me Bane, though, with almost 3 seconds back, struggling for pace as Damien is out of the points for Ferrari. This is absolutely crucial. This is definitely not where Ferrari needs to be, nor where Ferrari wants. He cools his tires down. For some reason, I guess his tires are already overheating. Everyone's finding ahead. This is going to be crazy. Burt definitely. Yeah, I think Burt saw that it was raining and he put on a rain setup, and that's why he was slow in quali. There's no way he's not, bro. Bert's flying. He might take this win in a second. Alex, at this point, needs to do his job as a teammate and slow him down. Damien had a 3-second time penalty already. He has a 3-second time penalty, and he's out of the points. What a struggle for the Ferrari driver. Bert gonna fancy an overtake, and they tap tires. Bert is out. Bert's out of the session. Bert is out of the session. What just happened? Tap the tires of Alex. Creates a safety car. Bert is out. This could be crucial for the Constructors' Championship. Crucial for the Drivers' Championship. 10-second time penalty for severe collision with a Gank Plumpy. Holy crap. And now Rockstar is going to have to pick because he has 10-second time penalty and he has wing damage from colliding with Plumpy. Holy crap, bro. Plumpy has wing damage too for colliding with Sarkles, I'm guessing. But he doesn't have 10-second time penalty, I don't think. They both have 10-second time penalty. Both guys fighting for the championship have a 10-second time penalty. What is going on? You know, at this point, Mercedes could take a 1-2 home. If these two both have to pit, lose 10 seconds, Mercedes could be in for quite a bad drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Sarkles, yet again, is going to lose out on everything. Oh, Sarkles. Bro, it's just Alex. It's always you and Alex for some reason. Bro, it's not the league, okay? Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Yeah, I saw that, and I don't know what Alex is doing. You guys are driving straight, and all of a sudden a collision happened. But Sarkles' race is damn near over. Rockstar has to sit in the pits, but screwing up Damien, as for some reason, there's a double stack. Bro, Ferrari's in shambles. Ferrari's in absolute shambles. Ferrari's so far back. Plumpy was good. And Sarkles has a drive-through, and Don Polo takes the lead because he didn't pit. I mean, you don't have to pit. Technically, if he could really just, I don't know what these tires are at. Somebody tell me what this tire wear is at after 6 laps, please, pretty please. I'm wondering if Don Polo could take these to the end. But I have no idea, because I can't see that. Somebody please tell me what everyone's tires are at. I want to know if we could take these tires to the end. Because I have no idea if that's what Don Polo is going to do. Because Matt stayed out as well. So did Sim Logan. So did Polar. So did Chase. I'm quite curious. Sorry guys, I had to do something real fast. Okay, so this changes everything. Changes a lot for the constructors, first off. Let's talk about that. I mean, it's the first race, right? But it's all about momentum. So one, momentum shift. Mercedes, Sarkles has drive-through, so this is going to be, I would say Mercedes can gain some great, crazy points, but Sarkles has drive-through is going to get really screwed here because he has to wait till safety car goes in. And he's really going to lose so many positions. And he already pit, so now he's really going to lose a lot. So, anyways. Sarkles. The race is damn near over, right? I mean, damn near, but he's fast, so we'll see. Let's see. Alex will probably get a 10-second time penalty for murdering Bert, if not 15 and like 4 penalty points, 3 penalty points, whatever. So anyways, my session might be over at this point, right? So you got 2 guys that will move down significantly. You now have Bert out. Damien's struggling so bad right now, you can tell he's on a complete dry setup. He's struggling really bad, and it's a 3-second time penalty. So he's probably not going to catch up. Rockstar already down P15. Ferrari's not going to gain that many points. Plumpy P11. At least he can gain points. He can probably make it back up and probably fight for the win. But there's almost all the top 3 teams. Almost every driver on that team is struggling with something besides Plumpy. Plumpy, the only thing he's struggling with is some wing damage. But he's not going super fast in these corners, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But either way, every driver's struggling. Every driver in the top 3 teams. This will allow a lot of points for the bottom teams to try to take at the beginning of the season. Every team needs to really swoop in for these points. And it doesn't look like Kick's doing so, but it looks like McLaren and Polar are doing so. Maybe even Sam Logan. Like, definitely V-car, bro. A 1 and a 4. Yo, Plumpy, did Bert leave the session? I don't know if he did, but you're voice chat with him. But yeah, the top 3 teams, bro. Everyone, they all got screwed when safety car came out. They were all fine. And then, boom, Alex with a 10-second time penalty, let's be honest, for killing Bert, right? Bert out of the session. Alex is going to receive a time penalty. Drive-through penalty goes to Circles. Wing damage, 10-second time penalty goes to Plumpy. Wing damage, 10-second time penalty goes to Rockstar. Damien, one of the slowest drivers out here so far in the rain, and has a 3-second time penalty. Bro, that safety car just screwed over everybody. Ferrari fall off. Yeah, he's pissed. No, I didn't. Okay, just make sure you do. I didn't want to invite somebody heavy. You don't have to leave. Don't worry. I was just making sure that I was just trying to figure out if you did leave or not. Okay, guys, let's do this again. Let's do this. Okay. Don't pull it. We'll start. We'll lead. This race was not too interesting to watch at first, but we're going to have a lot of crazy overtakes. And you know what? I haven't watched for a long time. People midfield when the safety cars go in, because that's where a lot of overtakes, that's where a lot of crazy stuff happens. So, let's watch, almost everybody pitted. There's only and just a couple guys like in the top, like 7 didn't pit. So let's watch somebody that I know is fast. Somebody I know is not a midfield driver. And that will be Plumpy. Plumpy just hit the back of somebody, though. It might have been a glitch. As Plumpy, it will start his lap. You're in lap 9. He has B and other drivers like that behind him who brake really or way later or way earlier than depending on certain corners. So you're going to have to try to figure out how to do this. He also has wing damage, though. So it's going to be harder for him to make the snake here, to make the S's. That's 3-second time penalty goes to CM Loken. But he's also going really slow already because it's rain, so I think he's actually fine with his wing damage. I think B's definitely slowing him down here, though. Let's try to overtake B on the outside, trying to overtake B in a non-traditional overtaking zone as he's getting aggressive, and I think he's getting mad at this point. He needs to overtake B here soon. He needs to overtake him now. I think he can for sure overtake him into turn 12, though. If he doesn't overtake him into this corner. Plumpy, P11, trying to get points. He can probably overtake him right here off the start with better grip. No, we can't. He's going to really just deploy a bunch of ERS. What about B? B is doing the same. No DRS, but he has a slipstream. It's going to be who's later on the brakes. If B can hear this, bro, he needs to be as late as brakes as possible. But so does Plumpy. Plumpy wants this overtake now. He wants it as soon as possible. B has to be susceptible to the overtake. He can't quite do anything. It just goes off the line completely. And Plumpy up into the points. Out of the points goes Gig Plumpers. As Rockstar in P15 or P14, Damien P15, Ferrari are struggling. So what's going on over here? Is anybody close? About Rez on Alex. Alex murdered one driver. What is he gonna do for the next? MC is having a good race here today, though. Lumpy now trying to catch the guys in the back. See what happens. Sarkles is now serving his drive-through. Sarkles is going to watch everybody. Sarkles had this win in the bag. And his teammate, his own teammate, created a safety car, which then, in turn, screwed up his entire race. As Rafko has retired from the session, and he retired in the pits. He is done. He is out. It is over. During the safety car restart, MC slammed on the brakes and gave people wing damage, including Pineapple. Damn, bro. Damn. Sorry, guys. I had to drink a drink while I'm commentating, and my throat gets, like, really bad. Ash, bro. Yeah, what's up? I've read that. What do you want me to do about it, bro? I'm not steward. I reacted to it, though. Up to P11 goes Rockstar, but he just overtook under safety car. But, I mean, if Pineapples went off the track, or not under safety car, there's no safety car. I don't even know why I said that. Either way, Rockstar up to P11. He's trying to challenge for those points as much as possible. Damien's trying to stay on the back of everybody. He's struggling at first. The dry line, though, maybe Damien in the setup or his just the driver skill, whatever, could try to fancy some good overtakes and maybe a good position now here that he will have better grip. He just teleported into an overtaking spot, bro. What just happened? Okay. B versus Rockstar. Rockstar's like B's mentor. How big of a fight will B put up? All Rockstar has to do is get past B, and they can challenge onto Plumpy. Charge onto Plumpy. As Chase onto Alex. A lot of drivers are right on the back of each other, but nobody's really making overtakes right now, as nobody's really close enough to. There's not a lot of overtaking spots. Well, there's a lot in Coda if there's DRS, but there's not a lot of DRS. Did somebody leave? I don't know if somebody left. I'll invite you, bro, and if you can join, then congrats. But I don't know if somebody left. Bro, Fry, your team is struggling here, bro. You gotta get him to lock in. Damien versus Pineapples. Damien makes an overtake on Pineapples because Pineapples goes to the pits. Damien up to P12. Ferrari's still out of the points. Rockstar needs to make an overtake on B. Oh, he could have done it, but B parked it in the middle of the corner. Lost almost like 0.8 of a second from the driver ahead. B is slowing Rockstar down significantly. Rockstar sitting here just knowing that he has the pace to pass B, but he can't quite find it as Fry has joined the session to help his team in the race engineering aspect of everything. It's really just the ERS aspect right now with nothing else going on. As Alex and Rez, it looks like Rez makes an overtake, but Alex dive bombs. Alex wants the position, and he taps the tires, and he spins out because of it. Taps the tires of Chase. Chase is fine. But Alex moves down to P9, and I think there's wing damage as well. Yes, there is. Alex with wing damage. Alex moves basically out of the points. He's also going to test like a time penalty. Mercedes in shambles. Was a 1-2 for a decent amount of this race, and now they are struggling. As Rockstar is trying to get into the points, trying to come back at this, and he might get tapped tired. No, that's his and how to maneuver around this. There's a big chunk of people, though. If he can get past these three guys, he can be on home for some crazy points. I think Plumpy could challenge for the win here today. As everybody else will be on older tires, will probably already have to pit anyways. Plumpy can really challenge for this win here in the rain. Okay. Alex is not going to pit, and Alex would definitely defend against Rockstar, so we're not really have to look at that. What about Plumpy? Plumpy's going to try to pull a through goes Charles Leclerc. Take a better line. Can't quite make it happen, but he needs to be careful that he doesn't get mixed up in no contact. MC on a bunch of drivers. Let's see. Is there anything going on down here? Damien is right there on B. Bro, B is for 3 laps now. Has been slowing down Damien. B at another 3-second time penalty. 9 seconds for the driver. You can tell Damien's starting to cut corners too. He's getting aggressive. I have the seat full of water. Like full of water. Must be the water then. Anyways, Damien and P12 is trying to get past B, slowing him down in every corner, but looks like Damien might have the better traction. He's going to have to try to overtake him in this corner or try to out-traction him through ERS. He has no DRS as it's way too wet. B almost parks it in the middle of the track, takes a way wider line, but obviously with no traction going off the racing line. Damien cannot quite fancy an overtake. MC trying to make an overtake on these drivers ahead. Can he do it? Horrible camera angle. I have no idea what's going on. He might fancy 2 overtakes on the outside. No, he fancies none. As Plumpy still sits back because there's just a lot of traffic up ahead. For him to try to fancy an overtake, collision might just be guaranteed. He could try to go down the inside, but other drivers will probably fancy to do so. Yes, they will. So he's going to try to pull through. Through goes Plumpy. 2 drivers right there. He sat back like Sarkles would have, and he makes 2 overtakes. Crazy amount of positions. A good handful of points. Goes Plumpy up to P6. Goes the Red Bull driver. These two fighting and pushing each other off the track significantly help Plumpy make these overtakes. As now Rockstar's trying to make an overtake on Alex. What the hell is this top 10? Yeah, so bro, you don't understand, bro. Safety car came out at the wrong time, and all like the top 6 drivers all had problems with drive-through penalties and 10-second time penalties and whatnot. And DNS, bro, it really messed everything up. Let's just say this top 10 is crazy right now. Okay, MC finally got past Chase. He's now on to Plumpy, as Plumpy is right on the back of Rez. Plumpy's the man to spectate for this race. He's the star of the show, as he's the man making the most overtakes. It was Burt. Burt crashed out. Now it's the Red Bull. Now it's Plumpy. They know that the long run, they probably just need a challenge Ferrari. And Ferrari could bring home a big haul of points with 1 Red Bull out. But today, Ferrari is not the team to beat. Ferrari is a struggling team, a back marker here in Coda. They're struggling for just 1 singular point. Can Rockstar try to fancy an overtake here? No, his exits are just not nearly as good as the drivers he's been challenging for points. MC's trying to catch Plumpy. Can't quite make it happen yet. And Sarkles will be right on the back of Damien. Sarkles is a scary driver. Scary driver to have behind you. As everyone knows, his race pace with the setup is absolutely crazy. How did he catch up with the drafted penalty? Well, that's crazy. Yeah, 1 point for Ferrari at the moment. Yeah, exactly, bro. Ferrari is in shambles. As neither driver seems to have the race pace to keep up with all the drivers ahead. Or seems to be able to take dive bombs. All these top drivers are all dive bombing the corners like turn 12 or whatnot in turn 1. And it looks like we have Polar and Rez who try to go wheel in a really fast left-hander and almost murdered each other in the process. As MC gets past Plumpy, Plumpy somehow got passed by MC. Now has 2 Alpines in front of him, but Polar does not look like to have any traction. And Polar takes the outside. I think Plumpy easily takes this position. And Plumpy just teleported after not hitting the brakes. And interesting Wi-Fi. That was quite interesting. Either way, Plumpy takes P6 and takes the position. And Rockstar is still just struggling. Doesn't want to dive bomb, doesn't want to risk anything. But if he wants points for Ferrari, he needs to risk something. 1 point is nothing for a top team like Ferrari or Red Bull or maybe Mercedes, I don't know. Like Ferrari, Red Bull, Alpine. He's going to need to bring home a lot more than a P10. And it looks like Plumpy's still just challenging for points. But Polar is behind, kind of staying with him. I say that, and then he starts losing him, though. So we'll actually see what happens there. Sarkles got past Damien, and he was about 4 seconds down the road. Now he's already 2.4. Sarkles is catching. He's going to be a contender for these good points here soon. King Plumpy trying to catch MC. Can't quite do it because MC has the same amount of DRS, and there's no DRS to use. Seems like I'm trying to find a faster line, better line, but there's really no faster line than the dry line. Seems like I can lose a slight time there. Has to slow back for 3. Matt could challenge for the win here today by pulling off a one-stop strategy. Or not even one-stop strategy. Pulling off a just don't pit. My man started on intermediate tires, and it doesn't look like he wants to pit, but he might have to pit. I have no idea how bad those tires are looking right now. I have no idea what tires look like in intermediates in the really, really heavy wet here in Coda. Rez gets a 3-second time penalty. We have a slow-moving car somewhere. I think a slow-moving car Polar. Yes, it is. A slow-moving car Polar. Interesting. I don't know what that was about. So Rockstar's right on the back of Chase. He's up to P9. Sarkles gained a second in 1 lap. There's no way he can keep Sarkles behind. Rockstar needs to dive bomb. He needs to do something. He needs to get... I don't even know. He needs to start taking risks here, as that's the only way he's going to bring home enough points to even help Ferrari in their chase for the top of the standings. As Alex is starting to struggle, but I think it's because he has a broken wing, I'm pretty sure. But he also might get a time penalty, though, so he also might lose a position anyways. See, looking gets even more time penalties. Doesn't even matter. MC is on the podium, and so is Plumpy, as CM Loken and Rez have 6 seconds worth of time penalties. These drivers don't need to take that big of risks anymore. Don Polo, it's about 0.4 away. Sorry guys, I had to do something real fast. Rockstar 0.3 away. He needs to take a risk here. If he waits another last lap, he's going to be caught by Sarkles. He's going to waste another 1.5 seconds being slowed down by Chase. And Rez tries to make an MC tries to make an overtake on Rez. He might tap tires. He might make it happen. Plumpy might pull another through. Goes Plumpy. And yes, he does. MC is just amazing at opening up windows for the Red Bull driver. But not quite, as the Red Bull driver still has to settle back. But he might have better traction. No, he doesn't. He's taking his own line. What is going on down here? Wheel to wheel with the Ferrari. Wheel to wheel with Damien. Damien out of the points. Sarkles up into the points. P10 goes the Mercedes driver up into 1 point place right now. But Sarkles with a lot of time penalties up ahead. And Sarkles being a fast driver here in the wet in Coda. I think he probably will be fine. Rockstar really struggling here. Not making the overtakes he needs. Not making the overtakes that are necessary. As Matt pits. Plumpy up to P4. With all that's going on ahead, really, he just needs to overtake MC. And the win is his. The defending champion will bring home a big haul of 25 points. question was, is Red Bull good enough to win the Constructors? Maybe so. Is Ferrari good enough to four-peat? Maybe so. The question never was, is Plumpy good enough to win the Constructors? But as of right now, he might bring home all Red Bull's points. And Mercedes just fumbled so many points too. Love a wet race. Yeah, it's really interesting. I love mixed though. I wish it like dried up and then rained again, or just dried up later on. But you know, can't have it your way all the time. Sarkles gonna try to make an overtake on Chase to see if Sarkles makes a dive bomb, makes a necessary overtake. Chase is taking a weird, interesting line, trying to cool his tires down. Sarkles has to make the overtake here. Probably make the overtake really, really soon. MC only 6/10 back. Plumpy's starting to lose some pace, probably because his tires. But, I mean, he'll probably get him back in a second anyways. But if he doesn't, everybody ahead has time penalties. But what's crazy is that we're not talking about is MC could be looking at his first ever win here in ERS. He's about 12 laps left to go. It's possible. Don't count him out. But Plumpy, like I said, and Plumpy goes into the pits. Plumpy does not want to pull off. Plumpy's going to pull off a two-stop. 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pits goes Alex, and there goes Mercedes. Plumpy pulls off a two-stop. For Rockstar, if he wants to challenge for this Drivers' Championship a lot easier, or really bring home a big points haul for the Constructors, he needs to pull off this one stop. But I don't know if that's possible, because everybody's trying to cool their tires. I think everyone's tires are just crazy hot. Tires are at right now while I was taking a break. So we have Chase, who's running 16, and it's possible, and he's keeping up with everybody in a way. So, another 6 laps. The race is almost over. Question is, could these guys on 10, like, could Rez, MC, Rockstar, Sarkles, Damien pull off this one-stop strategy? Plumpy with a 3-second time penalty. It is possible, but it's going to be hard. If they do it, it would really help significantly. But I don't know, Sven. We can hear it from Rockstar. His tires are starting to go. Interesting. Again, but they probably will have to pit again if they do. It's over. Game over for Ferrari in this race. But enough talk about Ferrari. Let's look at, let's see, Mercedes. What the hell just happened? What the hell I just witnessed? And it looks like CM Loken on Steam Rat. Steam Rat might tap tires. He's going to take the outside line. CM Loken will take the inside line, who did eventually have the outside line, and then moved. Loken takes the position up to P9, and it looks like Chase just got moved down from Damien. Damien makes a position in an interesting corner. Up to P6 goes him. He has a 3-second time penalty, but so does almost every driver. Sarkles already at P5. If Sarkles wins this race from a drive-through penalty and 0, he just owns Coda at that point. He got 2 pole positions here, and he might win this race still with 10 laps left to go. Sarkles could have this in the bag, as Rockstar is going to be his next target. Rockstar right now, he doesn't inherit. He inherits the podium. Time penalty up ahead, and Sarkles not close enough, but Sarkles will close that in by the end of the race. Pull a 3-second time penalty. So it's anyone's game. Plumpy's going to work his way up. Plumpy will have way better tires than everybody else. We're going to see what happens here with 10 laps left. The problem is Plumpy will get this win. Sarkles is actually going to probably be fine. I don't know. We'll see. Plumpy get the win most. If nobody else hits, or at least a couple guys try to use it, there's a good chance Plumpy loses this win when he could have secured it so easily. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find my chart. I'm about to die. Or not my phone. My laptop's about to die, and if my laptop dies and I can't see my stream, so hold on, just want like 3 seconds, guys. Okay. Oh, I just said K and then Plumpy just burnt 3 seconds down in less than a lap. As now it is a lot of drivers on a lot of drivers. As MC will be on Don Polo. Can MC will take the outside line. Don Polo will take the inside line. So be careful about a collision here. He doesn't want to risk anything. Doesn't dive bomb. Kind of holds back. Everybody's neck and neck. If MC can get past these drivers, he can. All these drivers are on the same amount of tires at 99.9. No, Don Polo's on way better. Bro, how's Don Polo on 4 there? Polo might have this. I'm really doing anything by the end of the race either way. As Don Polo might take the inside, might take the outside, take the outside, tries to take the better line. You have the better traction, that's for sure, but it's in the rain, so it kind of evens it out. Takes the outside line once again. Is glitching. Might have took up to P1, but Rez tries to dive bomb, actually successful. But does he actually get the position? And it looks like we have Don Polo in the wall. Don Polo in the wall. No safety car created. But because of that, Rockstar goes up to P2. But MC up to P1. And MC goes into the pits, which means Rockstar is going to most likely go into the pits. Just because they're on the same old. Yeah, so Rockstar's not holding this thing out then. Rockstar. Bro, Sarkles, I think, just inherited the win. I think Sarkles might have got in the bag. I mean, what? Matt pitted too, though, right? Yeah, 2 tires. Plumpy's struggling back here with like the same tires as everybody else, right? Yeah. But everybody else, I don't know. Well, the ending is gonna be crazy, bro. Let's just see. We got 8 laps left. I think Rockstar's for sure gonna have to pit. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't have to. Because of the points loss, he might just keep it out, unless if he's risking a puncture. But if he's not risking a puncture, he might just keep it out and lose performance, so he at least gains good points. I don't know. It's going to be crazy to see what happens. Lucy wants an invite. Lucy, bro, you got to talk to Rockstar if he's in voice chat. You got to figure out. Oh, bro, Lucy, it's going to take 6 years because it communicates every time I go into to invite somebody. No. Okay, there we go. I'm out. I'm out. Don't communicate, please. Rockstar's definitely gaining time on Don Polo. Oh, bro, I don't want to invite friends. Gosh, dang it. Now it's gonna communicate. Yeah, bro, I'm blaming Lucid. Well, it's my Wi-Fi. That's shitty, but okay. It looks like Sarkle's gonna make it easy. Oh my god, it doesn't matter, bro. He's dead. He's gone. Sarkles is P. Yeah, bro, game's gone, bro. It's communicating on services for 6 years. I might just disconnect you from the game. Not gonna lie. There's a good chance I get disconnected. My stream's glitching, and I'm communicating with online services every 2 seconds. I probably will get disconnected in a second. So if you're not a race engineer or not racing, you're not going to know what's going on. Either way, Sarkles is now 4.5, but he's going to catch significantly as Don Polo pits. Yeah, everyone's pitting. There's no way Rockstar keeps this out. Damien goes at the P3. It looks like Ferrari is pulling a tactic to go the long strategy. Keep out until long as possible. I think they're hoping for a late safety car. Late safety car would really help significantly here. We're going to have to just wait and see what happens. Sarkles has no time penalties, though. He's damn near already inherits it, even if he can't get it. Which he probably will get it, though, because he's fast as hell. Look at that. In 3 corners, gains 4 tenths. We still have 7 laps left. Basically 8. B-Rad left the session. B-Rad, somebody else is inviting you, bro. Lucy can invite you or somebody, bro. I'm not going to communicate on services and risk getting disconnected. If you left, it sucks to suck. The most respectful way. You know, around the 4.8, sometimes in the 5-second mark. Those tires are as much as possible. As long as Rockstar's not risking this lap. But because think about it, in the long run, he's probably only challenging Plumpy and Damien for the drivers right now. As of right now, no matter what, Damien will be behind him because he's too far back. And as long as if he doesn't pit, no matter how bad he loses in performance, Plumpy won't catch. Most likely not, at least. However, if he pits, he will lose on both of them. I guess Damien will probably pit too. So if he's not near, not expect him to pit. But if he's gonna, let's see, he probably will pit right here. No, he doesn't. He stays out again. He's taking a risk, but he's losing Sarkles. Sarkles on better tires, better setup, better driver around here in Coda. I'm 90% is not catching. This is obviously good when it comes to performance, but bad possibly when it comes to tire wear, as he could get a puncture here soon. As MC is right, he will try to dive bomb. Matt will dive bomb. They say the car will screw over everything. He needs to keep it clean. He might just tap. No, they didn't. They're glitching and teleporting around, so I guess they didn't tap. Anyways, Plumpy was 6 seconds back. Now he's 5 seconds back. He is catching. Can he catch the top 3? This has been a crazy race. An absolute crazy race, bro. Sarkles knows he has to just ease out a couple seconds here, and he can gain the win. That's if Rockstar doesn't even pit, though. Rockstar has a good chance of pitting. Asim Loken overtakes Damien. Damien has to settle back for P4, but he might still try to challenge it in this corner. But if they push each other too wide, Matt will just take it. Matt tries to take the better line, can't quite do it. These three are fighting for their places, however. He's still down in P4, but what a great result so far. But he still has a decent amount left of the race. Rockstar is gapping Sarkles, and I think Rockstar knows that he could get a puncture here, but I don't think Rockstar cares. I think it's all or nothing at this point for Rockstar. He knows if he pits now, he's basically out of the points. Rockstar's going to fall off the one stop potentially. I don't know, like 2 laps. If he goes 2 more laps out, there's no way he's pitting. At that point, might as well just stay out. But Sarkles is losing him. Sarkles is not at the pace Rockstar has. That is for sure. Asim Loken is in P3. Matt is in P4. Damien P5. He's dropping positions, but he has the same amount of time as Plumpy, so he's not really losing a position out for the driver behind. Plumpy's catching with these guys fighting wheel to wheel in every corner, and because of that, Asim Loken just shot ahead. But he has 6 seconds worth of time penalties, so he's probably going to get screwed in the end anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. I'm also amazed how Rockstar is gapping Lucid, or not Lucid, Sarkles, who was supposed to be this crazy fast guy around here, and he's struggling for pace. I don't know what's going on. Hey, anything can switch up, though. In like half a lap, Sarkles can just switch into gear. Maybe he's not pushing full yet, as Rez gets another 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Plumpy's still not out of this, as Plumpy's now right on the back of the Ferrari driver. Damien needs to do everything possible, as Red Bull will be their main contender in the Constructors' fight. He needs to defend with everything on Plumpy, as Plumpy will fight both of the Ferrari drivers for the Drivers' Championship and fight them for the Constructors. Every point matters. As Plumpy's being held up by Damien, and they will be fighting wheel to wheel in the next couple corners. Now Matt is trying to catch CM Loken once more. Here's the question: does Rockstar now pit? Oh, I thought he thought about it for a second. Rockstar doesn't pit. Plumpy gets past Damien with ease, and now Plumpy will be targeting Matt. Plumpy's a fast driver, bro. There's a reason why he won the championship. No matter how much you hate the guy, no matter how much you love the guy, he is an ERS champion, and he is an ERS champion for a reason. Because he knows how to win when it matters. He knows how to show up when it matters, and that's exactly what he's done here. And MC got 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Right now, though, he loses out on Matt with time penalties, so he needs to pass him on track for sure and try to gap him. But also Sarkles as well. At this point, he might lose out on the podium. He needs to pass Matt and gap him. It's going to be interesting. Or Rockstar gets a puncture, which is definitely possible. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all. My bad. Let's see tires here. 17 laps. There's no way. You can't pull off 20 laps. There's no way, bro. If he does this, I'll be amazed. Nobody else thought they could. If he Rockstar cooling his tires off immediately. Every chance he gets, he is going into the water, cooling his tires off as much as possible, using ERS when he needs to. He's trying to gap him, but the moment he gets a puncture, the entire race is always flying off the track. And he will not be able to come back on. Ah, man. At this point, you got to almost do gap from leader. Let's see for a second. Gap from leader, he loses 20 seconds. He'll drop down to P8. It's still points, but for the drivers especially, it's not going to be good points. Bro, you jinxed Rockstar. Mexico City, bro said unless you drop 18 places. Okay, bro. If I jinx Rockstar, I'll just stop commentating. If Rockstar gets a puncture because I said that. Yeah, well, nice win, Sarks. I don't have interval. Okay, Rockstar is gapping Sarkles though, but Rockstar doesn't pull in the pits. Rockstar's for sure no matter what committing to the one stop. He has 4 laps left. This is going to be interesting, as Sarkles does not have the pace to keep up. CM Loken is keeping with Sarkles, but he has 6 seconds more time penalty. Doesn't matter. Matt will gain the position. Plumpy is now losing out to Matt. Plumpy's starting to lose that pace as well. Everybody has seemed to lose pace, but the man in P1. What is going on here in Coda? And the man in P1, by the way, is on 2 times at least on everybody's tires longevity. And yet somehow he's gapping him. But that could also mean he's pushing too hard. His tires might pop. Rockstar boxing, you cheat to cheat. No, Rockstar, don't box, bro. You box and you lose everything. I mean, it's don't even know, bro. But the amount of points all you can gain from this would be crazy if you could pull it off. But the problem is you have to be able to pull it off. Okay, Damien P6. Let's see. Anybody's wheel to wheel within within a second of each other, so I know the overtakes can be happening. And what about Stamrat? Dirty Air on pole. Let's see what these guys can do. 2 bright color cars, bright green, bright pink. P12 to P11. Not really fighting for points, but maybe fighting if somebody else gets a 20-second time penalty for murdering somebody. 10-second time penalty. Maybe they can try to fancy to gain a position. You never know. You never know. Either way, every position matters still. Every position matters. CM Loken just was, what, 1.7 seconds? Now CM Loken is right there on Sarkles. Sarkles is really losing pace here. Actually, yeah, basically around there. Either that or CM Loken just kicked it into gear. Bro's not getting 10%. It was Pineapple Speed 15. Yeah, I might have lost out on my subs here. Rockstar. We'll start lap 26 or 28. Rockstar could pull this off. If he does, that would be amazing for league racing. It'd be like, what, 21 laps or somewhere around there. 20-something laps with these intermediate tires. When everybody else ran the max of... Well, Chase ran 16, but he lost a lot of pace. But everybody else ran a max of like 11 and then called it. And he ran double the length of everybody else and might have actually succeeded. But you never know. We still have 3 laps left. Asim Loken is right on the back of Sarkles. Sarkles, I said for sure he's going to get this win at one point. He might, on track, lose out to P2. But obviously, with time penalties, he will gain it again. So it doesn't really matter. Alright, well, Rafko just retired in the pits. I think he rage quit. Or he just had to go. Either way, Steve Loken on the outside in the V-Carb trying to overtake the Mercedes. He wants to believe he's in a Season 2 V-Carb. He's not. He's in a Season 5, but he still wants to fancy an overtake. He might be able to do it. Matt has a time penalty, though. This is going to stop him significantly now. He was going to gain a lot of positions from it, but now, actually, no matter what, he's still fine. But now Plumpy overtakes him on track. He will lose out to Plumpy. He does not have that time penalty as a cushion anymore. As Sarkles now is right behind. Sarkles knows that this guy's a 9-second time penalty. He's not really catching Rockstar anyways to get that 3-second time penalty to actually matter that Rockstar has. So at this point, Rockstar needs a pit or Sarkles gains P2 no matter what from the 9 seconds worth of time penalties that CM Loken has. 3 seconds goes to Pineapples as well. Matt trying to fancy an overtake. Oh, almost wheel to wheel. Is he really going to risk it in a high-speed corner like this? Don't know why he would. Maybe trying to scare the Mercedes, force him to go wide. Sarkles versus Matt into the next corner. Matt has the dry line. Sarkles has a really bad line. They will tap tires slightly, and they're going wheel to wheel. But because of that Plumpy, Gang Plumpy's right on the back of him, and Matt was not thinking about Plumpy here. And because of it, Matt might lose out to another position as Matt tries a dive bomb. He's going to pull another through, goes Plumpy. As Plumpy's already done it twice. Can he do it again? He does on Sarkles. Sarkles loses even more positions. CM Loken is catching Rockstar and catching Rockstar fast. 1 second in one lap. 1 second in like one sector. But he has 9 seconds. What is tires is CM Loken on? Oh my god, 20 lap old tires, bro. That's just crazy. CM Loken's catching Rockstar. Rockstar knows it. Rockstar at the end of this lap will have 1 lap left to go to try to win here in Coda. Pull this one-stop strategy off. If he does it, I will be amazed. He's cooling his tires down. He knows he has 1.5 laps left to go. A long race it has been. At one point, he was almost guaranteed no points. He might get in the points here today, but we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to see. We're going back down to spectate these couple drivers. About Stimrat into the points. Somehow Polar got back into the points. I don't know what the hell happened there. But either way, Stimrat can challenge for those points if he could try to overtake Polar. Stimrat on Polar in the kick versus the Alpine. He's not going to be close enough, but he could try to dive bomb, knowing that it's all or nothing. It's for the points. They both have 3-second time penalty. It'll cancel out. Does he try to do anything? No, he doesn't. He has one more lap to do so, though. I think he's going to use it. Yeah, he's definitely going to use it. Well, Plumpy on Matt. These guys are aggressive drivers. Does he try to fancy overtake? No, he doesn't. Not quite yet. Where's Sarkles? Sarkles down P7. What is Sarkles doing? Sarkles is struggling. What is going on with Sarkles? What happened to Sarkles? Sarkles is struggling. Sarkles is losing it. Sarkles was the fastest driver in the first stint. Fastest driver in this. Actually, no, hold on. He was fastest driver in the first stint, and then Burt was, and then he was it back. But he was fast driver this entire race until the very end when somehow Rockstar kicked into gear with really bad tires. But Rockstar just cannot let CM Loken catch him. He needs to keep as big of a gap as possible just in case he gets a 5-second time penalty for murdering somebody somehow, some way, whatever. But either way, Rockstar still has 2 sectors left to go. CM Loken is right on the back of him. Anything is possible. Don't want to commentate too early, but he needs to be very careful here. He does not want to be taken out by CM Loken. He could lose out on this win at the very end. His tires are very, very shot. His tires are very, very gone. CM Loken is catching a 10th in every corner. But it does not matter, as Rockstar was guaranteed pretty much no points at the start of this race. Damn near out of the points. A very bad start for the Ferrari driver. Very bad start for the Season 3 champ. But somehow, pulling through after a safety car midway through the race, pits and somehow survives on 20-lap-old tires. Nobody can take these tires little over 10, and he took them over 20. An amazing strategy call, an amazing driver. What skill, what speed for Rockstar, proving to everybody why he now is a 10-time Grand Prix winner, a Season 3 champion here in ERS, as he takes the big 25 here in Season 5. Rockstar up to P1. Matt, his Season 2 teammate, goes to P2. What a podium for the McLaren driver. Don Polo, P3, challenges for great positions in quality, and finally doing it in the races. Plumpy, P4. CM Loken, P5. Matt, P6. Rez, P7. Damien, P8. Still brought home points for Ferrari. As Polar, P9. Stimrat actually got those points in the end due to like 12-second time penalty for one of the drivers. Don't even know who. OB, but B pit at the very end. Sarkles out of the points after one of the best races possible for him. Alex out of the points as well. Ginger P13, Chase 14, 15 to B, 16 to Pineapples.